Hello, my Aries, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. And of course, I'm Debbie. Now, I am reading from May 19th through the 25th. I've done my overview. Watch it. It talks about the transition into Gemini, and that is, what did I say, wake up time, or it's time to wake up, something like that. So watch it. It's got some good information in it. Anyway, I want to remind you that these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Having a little bit of an angst reading for you, my Aries. I'm trying to kind of like there's some wonderful energies around you and there's some bittersweet energies around you too. And I don't know if that's because I know a lot of Aries, and they're having some of these wonderful blessings and some of these, oh my goodness. Um, you know, like I said, it's just a very bittersweet energies. Um, I do feel that it has a lot to do with the release card. It has a lot to do with something ends and something begins. And you are in that process. You are in the process of shedding. You are in the process of metamorphosizing. You are in the process of transition. Okay? Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So, um, like whenever I'm in this, in this, things are shifting, things are changing, and that's actually Leo. We had a lot of it, things are shifting, but yours is a little different. Yours is a little different vibe. But again, I always ask, to me, you do who you do, who you do, and I say, Jesus, cover me in your cloak of protection, especially during this time, because we can tend to go down dark paths. Our emotions, our spiritual journey can be we can get stuck in places we don't want to be. And when we do that, we're prey. We're prey to prey to some of the darker entities. Anyway, so but it is a bittersweet time. It is a really strong transition. Give it a little bit of time. Cut yourself some slack. Love yourself a lot. Love your friends. Love your family, and and get ready. Get ready, because it's always darkest before the dawn. And I think that's your main message. Okay, so that means that their light does come. Okay, higher power, Holy Spirit. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? What else for Aries? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. Let's see what we've got. Okay. First card is the moon. The moon. Now this is an interesting one, because remember, the moon is coming. The full moon will be the 23rd. We are in the waxing period right now, so it is a good time to be requesting Archangel Heniel. Very, all the archangels are very powerful, but Heniel, I kind of get this vibe is, tries to make things right. Okay, so we have the moon. We have an 18, 1, 8. 1 is a new beginning. A 10 is a transition. 8 is new opportunities and possibilities. 1 plus 8 is a 9. 9 says, hey, you've got it all. Let's wrap it up. The thing about the moon is, always remember, no matter what phase it is in, we only see one side of the moon. There is a side that we will never ever see, probably in our lifetime, unless, hey, we know, I don't know, I never say never, right? But that's the hidden side. That's where things go on. That's very, very interesting. That's where, it's like, what is going on? Who is doing what? Those are the behind the scene energies. Now, the moon does affect the earth. It's shown that it affects the tidal waves. It also shows that, whether or not, I know people say that it doesn't, but full moons do affect people's emotions. I was a former labor and delivery nurse, and we would get it always seemed that we got a little bit more of those deliveries around that full moon. I know people say, oh, no, but you know what? Okay, fine. You be you. I don't have to argue. So the moon tells you things. The moon has things that are going on that you're not even aware of. It also has a lot of psychic connections. There's a lot of beginnings, a lot of ends with the full moon too. And with the full moon, It is, again, release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff, what you do need, okay? So important psychic, so it's a mysterious time. So this is going to be one of those weeks that's going to have this mystery to it, this time that, how am I supposed to feel? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? So important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. One of the things, release fears that hold you back, okay? Fear is one of the tools of the devil and tries to keep you from your blessings. So it's going to kind of make you feel a little emotionally, maybe unstable, maybe feel like, what am I doing here? Go with the flow a little bit more, okay? Life experience. So now we come to the Tower card. We have Archangel Chamuel. Life experience, 1, 6. 1, again, 1 and 10, transition. 6 is the number of man. 1 plus 6 is 7, and I love to call that God's umbrella. You know, no matter what's being thrown at us, we're not feeling the full impact of this. Now, life's experience did come up in another reading, so if you cross-watch, look at that as validation. Scorpio's reading, I think it was. Could be wrong. Anyway, this is big change, not being able to accept what was once before. This is, like, again, just big change energy here. This is that rug being pulled out. But yet you've been expecting the rug to be pulled out, but you didn't expect the rug to be pulled out. The foundation has been broken. The foundation is no longer it. You have no other choice but to move forward. You can't stay in this tower anymore. You can't stay in this position anymore. You have no other choice but to move. So a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So what it does, and it takes you out of your comfort zone, and it makes you go, it pushes you into an unknown experience. But you had to do this, because if you didn't, you would have been stuck. And it had to happen. It had to happen. So let's see what we've got over here. The Knight of Fire. It had to happen, and it's going to push you into something so much better for you. But it was like, it's like, oh my goodness. How can I even explain what this is like? There's things going on in the background. This is pushing you into a new thing. It's like, I have to do this. And because you have to do it, you actually find, I kind of feel the destiny energy. You find a place to belong. You find a place where you're supposed to go. So we have the Knight of Fire. So this is very strong, very powerful. Let's kind of pull it together here. Knight of Fire. Knight's underlying energy is fire. It is your energy. The overlying energy is fire. Your energy, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius has that full moon. Now, I like the Knight of Fire because whatever this is all about, it fills you with a passion. It's like, you know what? I am done being the victim. I am done having things happen to me. I am done. I am moving forward with my life because I only have, whether or not there's reincarnation, recycling of souls, this is the only life that Debbie will lead. I am done. This life experience pushes me out of the nest. It's like a bird being pushed out of the nest, and I either have to sink or swim, fly or die, okay? And the thing is, for you, my Aries, you are definitely going to fly. So the Knight of Fire, little showy. We understand that, and that's okay. You know what? You can be a little showy. People always like, oh, look at that person, a little showy. The Knight of Fire has confidence. The Knight of Fire says, no matter what happens, I'm going to fly. I am going to fly. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. What I love about the Knight of Fire is the Knight of Fire has the confidence. It's like, this, we're doing it. We are doing it. So this is about, for you Aries, whatever's going on, you're doing it. It may feel a little bittersweet, but you're revved up now. You've got the, it's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. So let's see what else we might have for you, Aries. Let's see. So there's going to be some emotional angst. There's going to be things going on that you're not even aware of. It may feel like things are getting a little rocky, but you do get your footing. You do get your footing, and boy, do you get your footing. It's not that you get your stability. You take it and run. You're like, no, I've got this. Okay, higher power, Holy Spirit. One more for Aries. What else for Aries? For your Aries. Your Aries. Okay, so this is 8 of air. 8 of air. Unlimited opportunities and possibilities. This kind of goes with these two cards, or this card itself. You know, feeling like, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? So this is, again, trapped in fear. Well, it says trapped in fear, but this is a fear of your own making. I mean, I'm not saying that circumstances haven't put you into this place or hasn't, but you're making it bigger in your own mind than it actually is in the reality. Okay? So make some choices, make some decisions. You don't have to be trapped in this fear. This Knight of Fire is so big and powerful. And it's kind of like, the trapped in fear is face your fears. It's time to face those fears. What are you afraid of? And it may be you have to really come to that conclusion. What are you afraid of? Like I said, I kept getting, it's kind of a bittersweet energy for you. That's a bittersweet energy, bittersweet time. Part of it could be letting go. It's an interesting week for you as the transition. Now, remember too, and if you watch the overview, that Pluto in Aquarius is going to be very rebellious, to say the least. Okay, abundance. What abundance energy is there for Aries? What abundance energy? A raise or promotion. See, just when you think it's like, what's going on? What's going on? And then we get this money coming in. Congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus. Okay, so are you going to stay here, or are you going to just say, no, I got this? Positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Remember, Knight of Fire is all about action. Okay? You can stay here, or you can take action. Okay, let's go on. Let's see what else we have here. Because the thing, again, with the bittersweet is that the sweet is so much sweeter than the bitter. But because of this other part, you're not able to see the sweet. You're not able to see the sweet. So let's go on here. Higher power, what crystal would be good for Aries? So here we are. Cinnabar. 12. 12 is the Hanged Man, or the Awakening. Business, sacral chakra. So sacral chakra is who you are. Who are you really? How do you feel? It's also about your sexuality, how you feel about yourself as a person. Cinnabar. Okay. So again, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. One last card. So, like I said, the bitter will start to dissipate. It will start to dissipate. And the sweet will come, the sweet will rise, but it's just a big week. It's an emotional week. It's an emotional week. It's like, how do I celebrate when I have this loss? How do I concentrate on this loss when there's something to celebrate? So let's see what we have here. Higher power. What other moon energy is there for Aries? Full moon. Surrender to the divine. Give it to God. Give it all to God, Aries. Give it all to God. Okay, it's an interesting reading. Let me know. I'll keep you in my prayers, my Aries, that the bitter isn't so bitter and that the sweet is that much sweeter. Okay, do me my favor now. Please do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. It helps. That's why everybody always asks you to do it, because it does help. Please, whether on Rumble or YouTube, most important part now, always remember, my Aries, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.